Okay, next question. The cost of digging a well after every meter of digging, when it costs 150 rupees for first meter. Okay, after digging first 1 meter, okay, he takes 150 rupees for first meter and raises by 50 rupees for every subsequent meter. After completion of 1 meter, okay, you pay 50 rupees for every subsequent meter. Okay, this is the one of the situation. This situation involving the terms are in AP or not, you check it. Okay, very clear. In first meter of digging 150 rupees. Okay, in second meter you add 50, 200 rupees. Okay, in third meter you add another 50, 250 rupees. Okay, in fourth meter you add another 50 to 300 rupees, like that. Okay, so in first meter of digging you pay 150 rupees. After every subsequent meter you should pay 50 rupees for each meter after digging first meter. So that means you add 50 for to its preceding and you get next term of this pattern. Very clear, they are in AP. Okay, now we observe solution. Cost of digging for first meter equal to rupees 150. Cost of digging for subsequent meter, for subsequent, that means after every meter you pay 50 rupees. Subsequent meter equal to rupees 50. Rupees 50. Okay. So now we observe cost of digging for second meter. Already you pay 150 rupees for first meter and in second meter you add another 50, you get 200 rupees. Cost of digging for third meter equal to, okay, so 150 for first meter, another 50 for second meter, another 50 for third meter, totally 250 rupees. And cost of digging for fourth meter equal to, in 3 meters cost 250 rupees and add 50, totally rupees 300. So very clearly, in first meter 150, second meter plus 50, adding 50 you get 200, adding 50 you get 250, adding 50 you get 300. Okay, that means very clearly except first term, remaining all the terms are obtained by adding 50 rupees to its preceding and you get one series of the numbers. They are in AP very clearly. Okay, now terms are first meter 150, second meter 200, third meter 250, fourth meter 300, so on. So plus 50 200, plus 50 250, plus 50 300. So except to first term, that means except to 150, remaining all the terms are obtained by adding 50 to its preceding and you get one series of the numbers. These series very clearly are in AP. How to notice them? So you have to find D equal to A2 minus A1. That means 200 minus 150, that equal to 50. As well as you have to find A3 minus A2 also. That equal to 250 minus 200. You get 50. So here A2 minus A1 equal to A3 minus A2. So A2 minus A1 equal to A3 minus A2. That means here common difference is same for all cases, 50-50. So they are in AP. They are in AP. Okay, last and final question of this situation. Okay, the amount of money in the account every year when 10,000 rupees is deposited at compound interest at 8% per annum. So this is one of the situation. This situation involving AP or not, check it. Okay, how? Very simple. The principal amount. So principal amount is equal to how much? 10,000 rupees. Okay, a rate of interest. Rate of interest. Rate of interest equal to 8% per annum. Okay, now we have to find out okay, amount for compounded. So amount for compound interest. So that equal P into 1 plus R by 100 whole power n. Already you know this formula in your 8th class. Okay, how to find amount for compound interest annually? That is P into 1 plus R by 100 whole power n. Whole power n. Okay, in first year amount A equal to principal amount 10,000 into 1 plus R means 8 by 100 whole power 1. That means 10,000 into 100 ones are 100 plus 1 108 by 100. Two zeros cancel. That equal to 10,800. 10,800 for after completion of first year. Now in second year, after first year, next after second year, amount equal to 10,000 into 1 plus 8 by 100 all square. So that equal to 10,000 into 108 by 100 into 108 by 100. Two zeros cancel. So 108 into 108 that equal to rupees 11,664. 108 into 108. Find out the product. 11,664 rupees. In third year, after completion of third year, amount equal to 10,000 into 1 plus 8 by 100 all cube. So that equal to 10,000 into 108 by 100 into 108 by 100 into 108 by 100. Okay, 4 zeros are cancelled. Remaining after simplification you get rupees 12,597.12. 12,597.12. Okay, now the terms are first one 10,800 comma 11,664 and next one 12,597.12. Very clear, they are not in GP. If you remind it, if interest in compound interest, okay, so they are not in AP. Very clearly they are in GP because 10,000 into 108 by 100 one time, 108 by 100 two times, 108 by 100 three times, next 108 by 100 four times. Okay, except first term 10,000, remaining all the terms are obtained by multiplying 108 by 100 into next year and next year. 108 by 100 first time, 108 by 100 second time, 108 by 100 third time. So clearly they are in GP, not in AP. So except first term, remaining all the terms are multiplying a constant term to its preceding and you get next year amount. That means they are in GP, not in AP. Okay, you checking. Find out D, A2 minus A1. So 11,664 minus 10,800. 10,800, that equal to, right, 10,000 also. 10,800 minus 10,000 equal to 800. Next, this is A1, A2, A3, A4, like that. Next, A3 minus A2. So 11,664 minus 10,800. 10,800, that equal to 864. Are they equal? They are not equal. So here, therefore, A2 minus A1 not equal to A3 minus A2. Okay, so what is the reason? The common difference is not same. This is 800, this is 864. They are not same. So this situation not in AP, but terms are in GP. Terms are in GP, not in AP, but terms are in GP. Why? Because except 10,000, remaining all the terms are multiplying 108 by 100 to its preceding. 108 by 100 one time, into 108 by 100 second time, 108 by 100 third time, and you get series of the number. You series. This situation tells us they are in GP, not in AP. You remind it, whether they are in compound interest annually, they are in GP. Okay, that is in simple interest, they are in AP, clearly mentioned.